Hey guys, Levi here with another video. I know it's been a while. I apologize. Lots going on, as we all know, right? Acquired a new toy. Work's been super busy ever since they let people, out of their houses. We've been on-stop at the shop. So anyway, so let's just jump right into it. Kind of doing something different today. I'm going to do some flipper knives. So we got two different brands. Three different knives, and they're all flippers, and one's a flipper assist. Yeah, I think two of them are. So we're going to jump into that, but first I want to give a little shout out to a couple channels. Crkt Particle, he is doing some really cool little knife reviews as well, and he's a lot easier to watch than me. He gets right into it, jumps on the knife, talks about the knife, and sometimes he'll go on about the knife, which is cool for me because I like to hang out and watch other people's channels and hang out with them while they're doing their thing. And he's going over some really good details on why he likes his knife. So I would suggest going over there and checking out his channel and subscribing and helping him out. So let's help him out. So I'll go over there right now and to the link at the bottom of this video and click on Crkt Particle's channel and subscribe. And also, my buddy Jameson, Lord of Junk, he's got a cool channel where he basically just does like a bunch of shit around his house, and you can learn something from it. I'm not going to do that with my channel. I had a thought to do that years ago, well, when I first started, and I was like, man, nobody, I don't want to do that. That's a lot. But he's very consistent about putting out content. It might be something to do with your yard. It might be getting that grass screener or growing grass. It might be a Chevy diesel, problems, which, you're going to have because it's a Chevy. Small engine repair, sprinkler systems, whatever you might have around your house you need some help with, go check out his channel. And if you don't see it on his channel, throw the guy a message on one of his videos. He'll probably help you out with that. So check those guys out. You'll enjoy their channels. Jameson's a pretty funny dude anyway. He's a good buddy of mine. So go subscribe to his channel now. The link is also down at the bottom. And tell him Levi sent you. Okay, so first knife I want to get into is the Kershaw leak. Some of you might get the reference here. It's not on purpose, but it kind of is. Anyway, I personally didn't like Kershaw knives for, a lot of reasons, but I always give them a chance. I always get in there, buy their stuff, their new stuff coming out. I like their leak line. I think they're really neat knives. I like when they go into the copper handles and scales and things like that. But we got a knife here that I wanted to get into. Just because, it's made in America. I got a pretty good deal on it, and I like the way it looks. And, not too big on the steel content, but it's not terrible either. But the reason why I never liked Kershaw's, and it's probably a personal thing of mine, is because sometimes you wash your clothes and then you go into the dryer and then there's knife parts everywhere because you didn't clean your pockets out. And every time I did that with a Kershaw, I'd have to scour through the dryer and find nuts and bolts and hardware and knife parts. But I decided any knife I get, I'm going to open it up, take the screws out, put a little blue thread lock on the threads, and try to avoid that ever happening again. Yeah, I could just take my knives out of my pocket when my wife washes my clothes, but I'm not the best at that. So an ounce of prevention is whatever. So let's get into that knife right now. All right, guys, so let's get right into it. What we have here is a assisted flipper. Okay. Looks like they would call that a blade down carry in the pocket with a not so deep carry pocket clip. All right. Overall length is roughly 7 inches. Blade length is 3 inches. Thickness is right around 0.09. Now the blade material is 14C28N Sandvik. Not familiar with this blade steel, but to me it feels like it's in the Alsate 400 series. It's definitely in that tier of steels, but it's been performing very well for me. I've been carrying it at work, and I've used it on a couple jobs, opened a few boxes. Let's see how sharp she's staying here real quick. Let's just see. So that's still pretty sharp. I mean, I've already opened a couple boxes, and I broke down one box with it. But that's not really my job, but you know, I like to do that when I get a new knife, just to try things out, see how it goes. They're calling the blade a reverse Tonto. It is a hollow grind, as you can see. Black wash finish. And the handle length is roughly 4 inches. Stainless steel construction on the handle there. Weighs about 3 ounces. Pocket clip is tip up, tip down. And it is a spring assisted thumb stud flipper opener style with the frame lock. So, as you guys can see, I like the black hardware, looks real sharp. I already, like I said, took it out and put in some of that blue thread lock. And I mean, just a little bit is all you need to do. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to be stuck, not being able to get it out, or have blue gunk all around your knife. So you can't even tell I put it in there. Okay. It's got this speed safe here. And I'm not too sure how much I like it. I mean, I get it. You don't want to have this thing fly open in your pocket and, you know, you end up becoming a ballerina during a basketball game or something like that. You know, but I don't see that. It's never happened, but I follow the Everyday Blades, Everyday Carry Blades or whatever on Facebook. And there's a lot of guys on there posting pictures of themselves bleeding. I think that's kind of dumb. But anyway, carrying this though, I do enjoy carrying it. I recommend the knife. If you want to, you know, a budget, everyday carry, under $100, under $80 rather. Pretty sure I've seen them go for about, I don't know, a little under $60 actually on Blade HQ, I believe. Okay. Do I want to carry it every day? Do I feel the need to? Not really. Sometimes I just carry it just to see if I like it more if I carry it. I've been kind of resorting to my, well, you guys know this knife, my S30V bug out with the aluminum scales from the clone. And I'm also been going to my Osborne 940, which I really like. But this guy right here is a good sleek design, fits in the pocket really well, opens up very quickly, very strong, you know, very stout knife, and weighs just right, and it's just got that perfect little flip to it. Okay, so yeah, I do recommend this knife. I'm kind of liking Kershaw again. They do take a lot of attention to detail. It came that centered, unlike some Benchmades lately. Blade's pretty centered, and it opens up real smooth. I have already cleaned it once with Ream Oil, but she's holding up real nice. I just like the way it looks. I like that black wash look. I think it looks really sharp. If you're wearing black stonewash pants, man, you're gonna look really cool wearing this thing. Just kidding, that's pure sarcasm. All right, let's move on to the next knife. Okay, we're gonna move over to the Crkt. I'm gonna do ladies first, and the reason why I say that is because I got my wife this little knife right here. This is the Squid. It's not a lady's knife, but it can easily be a lady's knife. It's very nice. It's small and sleek. Fits right in their purse or right in their little pockets. It's just enough to fill the, you know, her little hand up. Okay, and it's a very nice opening knife. I mean, you barely hit that thumb stud flipper, and she slings right open. It is assisted. Okay. Same kind of setup as the Kershaw overall. good lanyard hole, but I would venture to say that thing would bust a window too if need be. Maybe we just need to test that out, which I'm bad for. It's got the thumb stud style, but that thing flies open out of my hands are rather large. But I like this backside opener right here. That thing really pounds open. And I like the way this thing looks too. A little bit of jimping styling going on there. You know, and you're not going to lose that in your purse. And, you know, you guys can carry this too. I'm not downing any guys that carry it, but if you want to gift your wife a knife, I recommend this. My wife's been carrying it. She likes it. You know, the first time she opened it, she felt like this thing was going to fly out of her hand. I said, you better hold on to it. And since then, she's liked it. Let's get some specifications on this knife here. Your blade length is at 2.37 inches. Handle length is 3.5. Overall length is under 6 inches. So, I mean, it's pretty small knife. I like the blade steel. This is a higher end, I think, Chinese or Japanese stainless steel. The 8CR14 MOV. I call it the 8 Crow 14 MOV or 8 Crow 14 Mauve. Whatever sounds easier to say. It's a higher end stainless steel. It's got a nicer matte finish to it. Blade thickness is just 0.106. So just, you know, about 2.6 millimeters thick. So it's a stout little blade. Nice little jimping going on there. Let's see if we can get a good shot of that. So it's already got a little bit of purse dust down in it. But you don't feel it when this thing opens up. I mean, it's got that ball bearing pivot as well. Drop point style blade. They got a bead blast going on the blade finish, but I call it a matte finish because it's just not shiny. Stainless steel handle material and a frame locker. Tip upright carry, weighs just under 4 ounces at 3.7. Lucas Burnley designed this one, and this one is made in China, so I think that's where we get our price point. I think you can get these for under 40 bucks. Okay, I know I spent well under that for it. But another good one by Crkt. I really like the profile, but it fits in her little hand and she likes it, and she's been carrying it. I don't know how much she's been using it. You know, let's see if this thing's still got a sharp edge to it. Yeah, it's pretty sharp for now. So that's sharp enough. Yeah, I'm digging that knife. You know, I might get another one for me. I did like carrying it for a couple days before I gave it to her to make sure it would be a good knife to carry. You know, her job says they're not allowed to have, you know, weapons at work. And I told her, look, you can break a credit card in half and slit someone's throat with it. That's just about as weapon as a knife. So, you know, figure that out. All right, we're going to move along now to the gentleman. I posted a while back this knife for you guys as a small video. I carried it a few times. I really like it. It is a nice gentleman carry knife. I think it looks real sleek. I like the handle material. I like the way the stainless steel works with the rest of the knife. Okay. Very nice fit and finish. Yeah, I like this. I just think it looks good. It looks like, you know, if you're one of those people that carries pencils or something in your pocket. I mean, this would look good up there, you know. It would look professional, look nice with a suit or something. And I think that's what they were going for. People that wear suits, you need something to wear to work. You know, you want to accent with your cufflinks and your tie pins and your handkerchiefs. You know, this guy will go right up there next to it and kind of put a little bling up there. Now, this is the lower end in my opinion. It's a Alsate steel, but you know, Alsate again, right in there with Sandvik and you know, 14 series and 400 series stainless steels, you know, that's where we're at with that. I kind of like, you know, 400 series stainless steels because they polish up nice. It does look pretty good. Doesn't hold the edge as good as some brands of steel. But let's see how this one's holding up. All right, starting to tear a little. So she's a little sharp, you know, she'll get the job done. All right, and you know, that was also, every time I get a knife, I try to carry it for a day or two and use it a little bit. And I know for a fact that I did open and break down a box or two with that knife already. Didn't want to use this one too much because, like I said, it's more of like an evening carry. Although I carry my Microtech that I put the screws in, the titanium blue screws in. That's my gentleman carry, but I like this knife. It is sleek. It does fit nice in the pocket like a flashlight or a pencil. And I think it's got a very nice long profile to it. You know, it does look sharp with the scales here, but they do make them in white, and I believe they have them in D2 steel as well. And I would like to get one of those. And then they have a S35V, I believe, with the blue nylon scales. So I'd like to get my hands on that. I think that'd be cool to have. I think, you know, I'd like to collect the whole series actually. So, but a little bit at a time because, you know, this channel's getting expensive as it is. Especially with a couple of the knives I got to show you guys coming up and soon to be released videos, hopefully. But I'm digging the Crkt CEO. And gentleman carry is a good term for this knife. Let's go over some specs on this guy. Blade length is right around 3.3 inches. Handle length is 4.3 inches. Overall length is 7 inches. Blade material is Alsate, like I stated before. Drop point, they're calling it. Okay. Blade finish is satin. Glass reinforced nylon handle material. Liner lock, where the actual liner itself is the locking mechanism, not a frame. Frame lock means that's the entire handle, I believe, to my translation. So what the scales attached to do the honors of locking that blade in place. Let's see here. Weight is 1.9 ounces. That's a light little knife, and it is light. It doesn't feel too heavy there. Richard Rogers designed this one, and this is made in Taiwan. And, you know, people get a little upset about knives that are supposed to be American companies made in other countries and Asian countries, but you guys got to remember that there are people around the world in every country, in every province, in every state, and every village that are craftsmen that make things. And then there are some junk, you know, child, you know, sweatshops that make things too. But you know, if you don't like it, go vote. I love the way that clip bolts on. It's just real slick. I'll open it up one more time for you guys. Let's lay them all out here. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Just a quick little tri-knife review. They have been used. I have put them in my pocket. I have carried them, and I have, you know, figured out if I liked them or not. And I like each one of these knives. I just really want my wife to have something nice. I think something like this or this knife itself is a good gift for the wife. And, you know, for the little bit more rugged but stylish and different blade profile, you know, this guy, I really like him too. You know, not always my first choice carries, but I always do rotate him in, and I do enjoy carrying them. I just really like my Osborne 940 right now. I'm just really stuck to it. But anyway, guys, go subscribe to the channel if you're watching this and you haven't done that yet. go check out the links in the description to those channels, and please subscribe to those guys. Tell them Levi sent you up there, and check out their content, and ring the bell, share, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.